At the very least, I managed to get the top row done in this.
Yay!
I think it looks good so far. Even though
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
using a tablet.
that horse looks like a unicorn.
Why is Richmond trending? Are there riots in Richmond now?
Oh, God, I could see it, kid. I could see the unicorn.
Nice sprite sheet.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ, they fucking blew up the Dominion Energy building.
I done a few others while I was testing the program I was using. See if I can find it.
I'm gonna at White Stripe. Did you get arrested at protest? ? Frowny face.
Unicorns.
You see the unicorn? So since I'm streaming and I don't know what the heck's going on, we haven't decided, I'm going to quickly save this image and put it over my Be Gay Do Crime image so that
how close is to where I'm at?
So that people can see it. New image. Sure, image 3. Pictures. This is a really beautiful image anyway. This is a photo of 72nd and Dodge Street in Omaha, Nebraska last night, as the police were using tear gas to distribute protesters because the protest went and became quote-unquote violent. As far as I can tell, looking at all the photos, it got violent because there were too many protesters to stand on the sidewalk, so they stood in the street. And apparently, blocking traffic on one road on Dodge Street in Omaha is sufficient to be violence in the eyes of the Omaha Police Department. Although, to be fair, having grown up around Omaha myself, God, protests blocking traffic on Dodge Street shuts the city down. It shouldn't. There's Pacific Street, and there's a couple streets north on Blondo. Like there's 3 big roads side by side, and you should be able to migrate traffic to any of them. But for some reason, no one is willing to detour away from Dodge Street. It's because Dodge has like 50 mile an hour traffic flow, and the others have like 40 mile an hour traffic flow, and people in Omaha are forgetting that they're a big city and they can't be going like 80 miles an hour on the streets like they do out in the country. But yeah, I like this horse. On the right of the horses, that looks like a unicorn. I like that horse. And it's got like trans rights colors behind it. I like it.
It is beautiful. Apparently there's riots going on in Richmond.
Yeah. There's protests planned here in Harrisburg starting at noon, so I expect riots this evening here.
Yeah, Richmond is literally right under where I live.
Cool.
Oh dear.
And they set a bus on fire.
Good. I mean, riot is not the proper term here, because riot indicates like chaos and stuff, and what's happening is insurgency. These so-called riots have more in common with the early insurgencies against Assad and the dude in Egypt, I can't recall his name. You'd think, as someone who loves reading about contemporary insurgency as much as I do, that I'd be better at remembering like Arabic names, but if you ain't named Muhammad, I forget your name real damn quick. And if you are named Muhammad, I confuse you with all the other Muhammads, because I am bad. But yeah, this has more in common with that than with like all the criminal riots. But the news is trying to make it look like the criminal riots. Like I talked with my mom this morning, and she was under the impression, apparently, that up in Omaha, people were smashing into the Target and stealing PlayStations, which, as far as I can tell, like, there were a couple of rocks that went into the Best Buy, and there wasn't really much taken. Although I imagine people could have stolen PlayStations from the Best Buy. And since it's the Best Buy off of Dodge Street in Omaha, they fucking deserve it, as anyone who's ever had to deal with that Best Buy knows. It's a bad Best Buy. So we should play some board games, because I have told Twitch that we're playing board games.
Hooray for board game.
What sort of board games should we play?
No idea.
Start Tabletop Simulator. We can play anything on Tabletop Simulator.
Hooray. Oh, update required.
No.
It hasn't been that long since we last played. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Let me get that into a window so that I can handle my stream better. Let me look at chat. Do we have people here watching? We have someone watching on TV. Cool.
Yay.
So let's see. I need game capture.
Well, the water did not feel refreshing this morning. Did not. Oh, there it is. I guess.
Create. No, don't create a single player. I'm such a fucking moron. Main menu. Create multiplayer. Only friends can join. Max players like everyone. What's my name be is the name of it.
Should we axe the map tool?
Oh yeah, I should probably kill the map tool. You're right. Because we're not going to be using that probably. Rifts is delayed again. Okay. That's not how I want that to be. Come on, behave. Cool. I want to be able to see if people are adding me. Okay. So let's see, we're dealing with terrorism in the real world. Should we do terrorism in the board game world?
Probably not.
I don't know.
Let's see. A Labyrinth's only a 2-player game anyway. Han's here. Han, do you want to come play board games with us?
What?
Do you want to come play board games with us?
Yeah.
Cool. So my son is sitting down to play board games, and my daughter's coming too. We're trying to decide what board game we're going to play.
Try wash the dishes.
If you want to do that while we decide, that would be great. Do you have any preferences?
I like fruit.
Han likes root.
Is there a root in Tabletop Simulator?
Yeah, I mean, Tabletop Simulator has like everything. Like we could do Terraforming Mars, we could do Gloomhaven, we could do Fire in the Lake, or you know, one of those sorts of board games. They even have like Magic the Gathering in Tabletop Simulator.
I saw someone playing that, and I saw someone playing it with using the Pokemon like type cards for lands.
Now I'm thinking about that video that's all. 2 can play at that game. Brings up a board game. 3 can play at this game. Brings up another board game. 4 can play at this game.
Yeah. I wonder if they have. I wonder if they've made a Western Civilizations tabletop simulator yet.
I'd look for the video to bring it up, but Tabletop Simulator is a bit demanding on my PC, so I'm afraid if I bring up the internet, it'll break.
So they don't have Western Civilizations, but they do have the original ACiv.
Okay, make sure you're online on Steam.
Oh, that's right. I need to sign in to Steam so that you can join my game.
Am I online? Nope. There we go. Now I'm considered online.
Ray, what sort of game should we play? I'm staring at ACiv like, ooh, I kind of want to play ACiv or Through the Ages, but those are long games. Then again, if we start playing a long game, that will keep me from being tempted to go to the riot.
I think.
Through the Ages is such a good game.
Oh, pardon me. I just now remembered about Waterdeep Keep or whatever it was called.
What game? What game?
I forgot what it was called. I think it was like Waterdeep.
Lords of Waterdeep?
Yeah, that one.
That's a good game. Lords of Waterdeep is pretty okay.
It sounds fun too.
John Company is fun. We could play John Company.
What's John Company?
John Company is the game where everyone's working together to loot to make one company make a lot of money, and then we're trying to loot it so that our family has the most money.
Why not? It's been a while since I played an economic game.
John Company is big and makes 0 sense looking at the board.
I'm already confused.
Yeah. It's a game that is actually much easier to play than it looks. And it's all about kind of negotiation and such. I'm going to pick my color. I'm going to be green. I shouldn't be green. That makes the board upside down. I'm going to change my color and be red so that the board is right side up by default. Yeah. So when Antonio joins, I can run you through kind of the high level of this, which is actually outlined over here. So each round in stage 1, you have the family phase where each of us gets to do 2 things. And the things we can do are these things that have fancy outlines on them.
Yeah, here we go.
That's right. Antonio's not here. I should have Antonio be here. I'm going to close chat and just full screen that. There we go.
I'm connecting.
Ray, are you going to want to play? I'm sorry? No? Okay. My daughter's just going to sit here and watch. So.
Oh, hello, calculators, my old nemesis.
Those are actually having to do with tracking company funds.
Kind of wish I had my own calculator out.
I should not full screen this game. I should full screen it like that and then pull up the rule book. That seems like a wise decision, right?
Maybe. Exhausted. I feel your little ship.
Yes. So, I played this with my kids, so my son should be okay on it. I think will you find out if Han wants to join us and tell him that he doesn't have to do that now. So how to run this through. This game is going to be very confusing until we've played a full round, and once you've played a full round, it makes a lot of sense. So,
okay.
The first thing we have to do is pick our families, because in this game, it's about running families. We are our family. We have a certain number of people that we can assign places, and we want to win. This is by the same guy who made an Infamous Traffic. So you remember how everything in an Infamous Traffic came down to whether or not you won the fancy hats?
Mhm.
Like that game, in this it all comes down to the fancy hats. Where's my setup? Where's my setup? Because I need to know how many prizes to deal. So we're going to be having 4 players, so we won't have the Jones family. We're waiting for Han to show up. So we're going to play we're going to play the early company scenario, because that's the intro game. Did you say you want to play?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're going to have 4 players. We don't need the Jones company. So we need to pull out Monopoly Revoked and revoke Monopoly. So search this deck for Monopoly Revoked. Revoke Monopoly. There we go. These 2 cards are gonna not be in the game. I always forget setup, so I have to run this bit by bit. Then we put status marker cubes on the 4 space of the share price track. Where's my status marker cubes? Here. So share price is, where are you, share price? There you are. 1 space of there. And 0 on company revenue, because the company's not making any money yet. Center on balance in India. Where's our balance in India? There's our balance in India. And the picture of Parliament. We have 1 cube in the picture of Parliament.
I'm looking at the families, but I don't know what a promise means.
So we're gonna, so let's before I want to see, I want to get, okay, before we deal things out and do more setup, let's run through the basics of the game. So the game, we're gonna have these cubes. These cubes are our family. And there's a few things you can do with the cubes. They can end up in offices of the John's company. They can end up running ship shops. They can end up running item shops. They can end up being on the board of directors. They can end up running mansions. They can end up being low-level employees. They can be private military officers or private ship captains. Or you can give them to other families as promises. And when you have the promise for another player, then you hold on to it and they have 1 fewer cube to do things with until they give you two pounds. They promote one of your people over someone else when they have the choice to call for a promotion. You decide to give it back to them, or they give you one of your tokens for you to give it back. So like if blue has that, and like if we have these set up and blue's like, here, you have to go, ugh, fine, and give it back. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Most of the decisions you make in the game are about placing these. You will have money, and you can trade your money or your promises.
So we're each going to have a different family?
Yeah, we're each going to have a different family, and we're going to have a limited supply of cubes. During the family phase, you'll be able to put 2 cubes onto one of these spaces that have this blue outline. If it has a little number here, you have to pay that much money to do that. So if you want to put a piece in a shipyard, you have to pay £3. If you want to put a piece in an item factory, you have to pay £3. You want to build a manor, it's £5. You want to go to the board of directors, you have to pay the share price, which starts at 4. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Each of these spaces does different things. Mansions are 2 victory points. They're like fancy hats. You'll get victory points from mansions, board of directors, and some prizes that we haven't dealt out yet because I haven't looked up how many we have. Ships and factories we'll deal with in a moment. Writing pool does absolutely nothing, but when you call for promotions to these S-level places, those S-level places are promoted from the writer's pool. E-level positions are promoted from S-level positions. So, what promotions will make sense later, but essentially, when someone retires, they need to be replaced. The board of directors picks chairman. Chairman picks executive positions out of senior positions. And then the, I forget exactly who it is. I think it is director of trade assigns senior positions from the writer's pool. Positions are important because that's where a lot of choices will get made. Officer cubes can be turned into leading armies by the military affairs officer. Captain cubes can be given purchased ships by the director of trade, and those let you do things. After the family phase, we do the company phase. We follow this ribbon and we fill in order any positions that we need to fill in. Does that make sense?
A little bit.
Then we do the company phase. We follow this ribbon. And then starting with, well, we're going to move these because they're on top of things. So they're slightly annoying. Nope, they actually aren't copying anything. Never mind. They're not covering anything that matters. You'll get to 2 options. So ship purchasing, they'll be given some money that they can spend to buy ships. Ships cost the topmost amount in their column. So 6, 5, 4. When you fill in spaces, they become cheaper. And the money gets split between the people who built the factories. So like if you have to buy this ship, it's 6. If you want to buy this ship, it's only 5. And one of the ducats of that, one of the pounds goes to blue. If it's this, it only costs 4 for the company to buy it, and one of those goes to blue, one of those goes to this guy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then ships come, and they end up with the director of trade. So who's ever in charge of this decides which ships to purchase. Meaning you can choose to buy from your family even if it's more expensive. Making your family more money.
Money. Infinite power.
Goods purchasing is the same thing for buying goods.
Didn't you just try to make the company rhyme?
One important difference between ships and goods: ships last forever, goods go away at the end of the turn. Okay, so when the company buys ships, the ships are built. So goods purchasing buys goods, goes to the Director of Trade. Military affairs person can buy goods as well, which go to armies. And the military affairs person gets to decide what order all those armies go.
And then the goods are actually guns then, right?
Yes. Then the goods are guns. Then the Director of Trade determines how to spread out ships and trade goods between the presidencies of India. The presidencies of India, then, in order, Bombay, Madras, Bengal, get to come up here to these and make the company money. So for Bombay, if you can get 2 things, you do 5, 3 things, you get 4. Things are goods and ships. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Um,
I have hold on. Before we continue, I have one update.
yeah.
So I got in touch with Jim on Telegram. It seems that Tom overslept because he had a horrible night last night.
Oof.
So he's okay, but yeah.
Rip.
Important thing, not arrested.
Yeah, important thing, he's okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So, one more thing that happens during the Director of Trade is captains who are in the Director of Trade box can then buy boats. And then the Director of Trade can put those captains into these places, which these presidents can use. But if you have a captaincy, you make money when you do that.
So the goal of this
And the company makes a little less.
So the goal of this game is to make more money for the company?
No, the goal in this game is to get the most fancy hats for your family.
But shouldn't we make sure the company makes money? We don't want the company to fail.
Money!
And the
We want the
company
other-
makes
we
money,
don't want the
then we're
company
gonna
to
make
fail.
money.
If the company fails, we don't make any more money.
This is really, really funny because historically the John Company did not do very well.
It's probably
Here's the elephant. The elephant's going to walk around and do events in India when we get to that point.
Oh, no, not the elephant. The elephant can do really bad things.
Yeah, Hans played this before. He does not like the elephant.
Bad
Yeah.
things.
After Bengal, we go down to the superintendent of China, and I think that's going to start not available. Like, you have to actually
I think Dad won that game.
open the superintendent of China. And then, of course, everything gets done. Yay! When that's all done, the company will have made revenue,
Make sure the revenue is super high.
and it's great. Then you will have the trade phase. So the players take their money for taxes, presidential bonuses, interlopers. The company pays for any debt services and military upkeep, and any angry shareholders. And then the chairman, who again will be one of the players, decides whether to pay out money from the company revenue equal to the share price to all of the shareholders. And, excuse me, not equal to the share house. To pay out the chairman decides how much to pay per share. If it's not good, share price drops and shareholders are angry and you have to pay a dividend. And if you don't, bad things happen. If it's good, it goes up, making it more expensive to do this. When you buy this, it goes here. Okay? Make sense?
Yeah.
After that, the chairman will allocate all remaining company revenue between the people here who can have money in their places. Because you can spend money as the presidencies to open trade with people.
And that's what we want, right? They don't want the company.
And then we have the Evening Post where we draw one of these cards. Bad things happen.
Or good things happen.
And we refresh the board.
Maybe good things might
Does
happen.
it more or less make sense?
I think so.
Yay.
I will still have to play to figure out most of the stuff.
Yes.
This game is about being
What we need to do is we need everyone to pick their family. Han, do you have a preferred family?
Not really. Did they do anything? It's
Yes.
just color.
Benyon, which is yellow, costs 4 instead of 5 for a manor. Hastings can roll an additional dice when rolling any blue action, which means that they're more likely to succeed in the presidencies. Larkins, it's cheaper to buy a shipyard. Paxton, you get £1 from the bank for every 2 ships that you have with captains at the start of trade, because you're selling goods to the Dutch.
Paxton! I want to do Paxton.
Okay. Sykes, at the start of trade, if you have at least 2 riders, you gain £1. And the Walsh family, whenever there's an election for the chairman, once during the election for the chairman, you get 2 extra votes.
Wait, can I read the blue one again?
Larkins or Paxton?
The Larkins.
Shipyards cost you £2 instead of £3.
Okay.
I think
Is there one about captains?
That's the Paxton family one.
That's fancy.
For every 2 ships you have with captains, you gain £1 from the bank.
Okay. I think I'll go with Paxton.
Okay. I'm going to put Han's people over in this corner. There's Antonio sitting over there. Cool.
I think I'll go with Larkins.
Okay. I can take all your stuff over there for you. You can arrange it as you see fit.
Thank you.
I'll go with Hastings.
Okay. There you go. And then the question is, who do I want to be? And I'll be Sykes. Get out of here, you two. Okay.
You're dead to us.
So, because we're playing 4 players, we start with 6 cubes. Which will be our starting cubes. So, and then we can put 12 below our card.
Can you take all of them at once?
And any remaining cubes in our bag are not used this game.
Wait, so where did 12 go?
Below our card. So we have 2 groups of cubes, one that is 6 and one that is 12.
Okay.
So there should be 2 left in your bag?
Yep, there should be 2 left in your bag. Although in the case of Han, I just realized we have 6, so I'm just going to copy them. Two, 3, yeah.
I have my things.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7.
And each of our families is going to need something to track our money.
We're tracking money.
There you go,
Things like
Antonio.
that.
Yours is over in India.
Wait, does that mean Antonio has to go to India to get his?
No, I just couldn't see him, so there's for you. Put it as is convenient for you. So, let me know when you are ready.
I have all my things done.
Let's see. 6 cubes there. Got 12 cubes here.
Okay. And then go ahead and delete your bag when you're ready.
Oh,
I cannot.
nope, cannot.
There you go. Everyone
Nice.
has a dice, and we get to roll our dice to find out who's going to start setup. Say what, Han?
When?
Roll off, Han.
When?
I rolled a 1.
You spin me right round like a record.
I have a 6 now.
Okay. Han is going to be first. So starting with Han and going around counterclockwise. So me last. You get to pick a place to put a cube in one of these positions.
Is it blue ribbon or red?
That starts not available. So if you put it into an E, you will take another starting cube. These are coming from your starting cubes, not your 12 cubes. You'll put a second one here. So if you take one of these E positions, you use 2 cubes. You go in an S position, you don't. So
I'll
Han,
take an E position.
do you want to be chairman, director of trade, president of Bombay, president of Madras, or president of Bengal?
I think I'll go with chairman.
Han wants to be in charge. Now,
Yeah, because I'm the only one thinking about the company here. You're only thinking about your money.
I think I'll pick this.
okay, and then you'll get one of these into there because it's an E.
You people are only thinking about money
Money!
and winning the game. I'm thinking about the company. So the company doesn't win mystery.
We've got to have money.
So, yeah, now it's Antonio's turn to pick which office he wants to start with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we need to
the
assign
one, right?
all of these offices before we can start the game.
Okay, so guess I'll go into ship purchasing from my 6 cubes, right?
Okay? And since it's an S, you don't put one in the, you do not put one here.
Oh,
I will go to goods purchasing. Han, what do you want?
I'll go with the military affairs.
I'm going with more presidencies.
Antonio. We've got the director of trade and the presidency of Bengal.
Oh wait, I don't have as many of these areas as you guys do. You guys have 3, right?
Director of trade.
No,
I
you
guess.
have 2.
Yeah, you have 2.
Yeah.
And then, because it's an E position, yeah.
Everyone gets 2 places.
And I guess I'll take the presidency because I have to. And so we've finished that step. Now everyone gets to roll 1 die for each remaining of their starting cubes and put it in the appropriate place.
So I get to do 2 dice.
Yep. You should be able to copy paste dice.
Oh, okay.
Nope. It's an action only you can do.
Well, the first one's a 3. Where do I put it?
So you put it in box number 3, which is shipyard. So I get 2 into box 6, 1 into box 5.
My dice rolled.
Yeah, I did not get my.
Where exactly did I put?
You pick one of the boxes to put it in.
Okay. Oh,
Say when on.
When? 6, 3, and 2. Right.
2, 3, 4. So you get 1 into 2,
Yay.
1 into 3, and 1 into 4. So where do you want to put this one?
Below the one that has a 6.
You have to put it into a top before you can put it into a bottom.
Oh.
But if you could, so you can put it here, but you can't put it there.
But at the 5 place that I can put it in.
You want to put it there?
Yeah. That one's cheap.
Okay.
And where is 1?
1 is the board of directors.
Oh.
So both me and Antonio have 2 in the shares.
Yep.
I also have 4.
Which also means both of you get 2 votes
I also
on
have
chairman.
4, right?
Yes, you do. That's the factory, which they're all the same as any others.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Does it make sense? I mean, I hope it makes sense. We just roll dice and put things places.
I am 2 presidents.
Let's think about the company.
Any cubes that go to an officer or captain resource box take a bonus cube from your stock to the writer resource box. So that's me. Yay! I have 3 writers. It looks like I'm the only person with writers right now.
There's several of those lined up.
Hey, I'm okay with having a lot of writers.
If you're trying to get money!
Yeah.
Wait, does your family do stuff with writers?
My family gets money with writers. It also means, though, that right now I'm the only person who can replace S-level positions.
Oh
Not for
no!
the sake of
That means you're gonna
trying to
get
keep
3
everything on the screen,
S-level
I'm just gonna-
positions. Oh no! No.
Okay.
I could have just done this from the start. Woohoo!
So, for each cube randomly placed on the court of directors, the chairman must put 4 pounds to the bank to any office treasuries as if it were revenue. So let's first just double check. Okay, starting revenue, do I have that? Okay, so all of these start with 4 by default. I'm gonna lock these all in place so they don't go bouncing around. And our chairman needs to pick one of these to get 4 more pounds.
Oh, it'd say military affairs on this because it's mine, but yeah, sure, military affairs.
You're gonna put more money into the military affairs.
Yeah, if we don't have a strong military, the elephant will crush us.
But what a bunch of money!
Okay. So put everything there. Put 5 pounds, excuse me, it's 5 pounds in everything with the treasury. So all of these get 1 more money.
Money!
Yay, money. Money for the company.
Also, families, do we have our starting money mentioned here? Yes, every family starts with 5 money.
Money. I only have 5 money?
You
I only have $5.
You all start with $5.
How do we run a company on like $5 and $9?
Okay. We get our region cards. We start with Bengal.
Up.
Happy.
Yay, they're happy.
And we deal out 6. And then region 2 starts happy. Region 3 and 4 start happy. Actually, so we need to set this up. So 2 is currently under 7, which is under 1.
But they're all happy, right?
No, 2 is happy. The others are not.
Wait, what?
What happened? Okay, I accidentally pulled that into my hand.
Shaggy.
This represents the political situation of India. So right now, Punjab controls Sindh and Maratha, and is in economic depression, with the exception of Maratha. And then Hyderabad and Mysore are both being prosperous and independent. Then Bengal is prosperous, independent, and has a trade agreement through the Bengal presidency. Madras and Bombay are in economic depression.
Oh, I am the president of depressed nations.
Yeah. You're in charge of trading with the depressed people.
Oh no, they're sad.
The elephant goes to Punjab.
The elephant!
It's the elephant in the room.
The elephant, it's scary.
Yeah. When bad things happen, they happen where the elephant is. And then we deal out our 6 prizes.
It's the destructive elephant. The elephant of death. Yes, the elephant of death.
When your employees up here retire at the end of a turn, you can put them on one of these cards. And they get points, but they cost money. And they may give you powers. So, Envoy to the Mughal Court. Anyone can become that. It costs £3 to put them there. It's 1 point at the end. And whenever there's an event dice rolled during the event phase, you can move a person to the used box to re-roll the dice and make them not as bad. Or worse, depending on what you want. Club memberships are cheaper for executives than seniors, worth 1 point. The House of Commons, cheaper for executives than seniors, worth 2 points. And when there's laws, you get 1 vote per cube in your House of Commons. Professorships, again cheaper for executives. During hiring, your eligible writer must be promoted first. So you can, if you have a professor, you can move it to used and then say, you must promote my writer first.
This is only executives.
Royal Reading, only executives can qualify for, costs £17, gives you 7 points. And the House of Lords, only executives qualify, costs £11, is worth 5 points.
I think the 2-point one is the best.
So, winner at the end of the game will be the person with the most points.
I thought it was most money.
No. I think there may be points for money, but I don't remember.
Money.
And in any
I
case,
love money.
if you have like 2 or 3 royal marriages, you're going to just kick ass. Although realistically, you should only be able to afford 1, I think. So, does everything make sense now, more or less?
Yeah, let's get money so we can get 2,000
Okay.
royal men.
So, are we ready to begin actually playing?
Yeah?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, and it's only 1 player, 1 family action. So, starting with the chairman and going around counterclockwise, you have to do 1 family action.
1 family action?
Yep.
What does that mean?
Put a cube into one of these boxes.
I'm gonna put a cube into the box of the captain box.
Okay.
If I get people on my ships, I become more money person.
So now Mal gets to decide. And again, just to remind you, board of directors gets payouts from the company to your family, votes for chairman from amongst themselves. Mansions are just 2 points, cost £5. Shares cost share price. Shipyard, you make money when they buy ships, cost £3. Factories cost £3, make money when they buy goods. Riders can be promoted into seniors. Officers can become military. Captains can get boats.
How do you become executives again?
Okay, big officer. And you become an executive by being promoted from the senior staff. So if you don't have anyone in the writers' pool, you'll eventually not have anyone in power.
So I'll need some more writers.
So it's Antonio's turn to drop a cube on the board.
I think I'll put a cube into the writers.
Yay! So I only need 2 writers, so I think I'm going to spend 3 money to get on this boat thing. Oh, we forgot we need to flip the first of these over because that sets the price of goods. Well,
What does that mean? What's that going to be doing?
can't buy. So this top right sets the price of this.
Okay.
So you have to buy these. We can't buy these. That's what that X means. The rest of this we don't care about for the first card. It's me. Or no, excuse me. Antonio did the writer's pool, so we're done. Okay. So now it's the company. We have no vacancies, so each office operates. Starting with our purchasing office of the ships. So, Antonio is in charge of ship purchasing. You have 5 ducats to spend. What ship do you want to buy?
Do I help me or Dad?
Yeah. Either way, you're going to make a ducat, and then either Han's going to make a ducat or I'm going to make a ducat.
And Dad's going to spend the ducat on trying to win. I'm going to spend the ducat on the company.
Also, what Kit already makes a ducat because he has 2 writings at the end of trade.
Guess I'll buy the first ship.
Okay. So you put it in the Director of Trade's box,
Okay.
and you spend
Which is
4 money. And then Antonio and Han each gain 1 money.
Wait, does those 2 things stay?
No, not there. Your money.
Oh.
Because your dude, your factory, your family's factory made the ship.
But my family factory also made the ship.
Yeah, exactly. The factory is owned by Antonio's family and Han's family. Then we go over to goods purchasing, which is the same situation, but right now we can't buy reduced
Goods.
that. So
You can't buy cheap goods.
you have to buy the expensive 3 price goods.
as you can.
Oh, it is me. Hey. I'm actually going to buy a good. And then be out of money. Military actions, which is Han.
I'll buy 3 goods.
Han has
3 guns.
3 guns, and now you have logistics. Who do you want to give those guns to?
1 for every person. You each get some
Actually,
guns.
those go up into the army box because
We've equipped the army with guns, but there is no army. I think I made a mistake there.
I mean, you equip the army with guns. Cool.
But there's no army.
The company's going to have to pay for those guns. Then we go to the Director of Trade, who has a boat and a good to allocate between the presidencies.
What is captains?
I'm thinking.
Well, you think I should probably let you know how doing trade works. So so the people in the presidency may attempt to fill any orders. Every pound that they allocate increases their strength by 1. If their check is successful, they may fill orders. To fill an order, they exhaust goods or ships equal to the order's demand. All the demands are at least 2, so if you don't give both of those to the same presidency, they won't be able to make any money.
And I'd say wouldn't that be Dad's presidency that would make the most money out of this?
Yes, Bengal right now would make the most money out of this. But it's Antonio's choice. Maybe Antonio is wanting to give this to Mal because he doesn't like me.
Why would it?
And the president's going to make kickbacks, so he may not want me to make the money from the kickbacks. I don't know why, but it might be a thing that Antonio doesn't want me to do.
I mean,
I don't know the consequences of my actions. I'm just gonna give it to Kit.
Why? Kit's already making money this round.
That's not Kit. That's
No, I accidentally dropped it.
okay.
Wait.
Antonio's not going to let me make money.
So we go to the Bombay presidency.
What do I
So
do?
the president can do a campaign action, then a trade action, then a sale action.
Okay. What's a
It's
campaign?
car alarms. So campaign action takes guns to attack people. So you can attempt, if you wanted to attack and take over Bombay with the one gun.
actually, I think that's just guns.
Each officer or gun increases the strength by 1. You roll some dice. Afterwards, if you succeed, you conquer the region and it becomes dominated by the company and open for trade.
And since I am the Hastings, I get to roll more free dice.
But you only
Yes.
have guns.
Yes. You can spend 2 pounds to increase the strength of your attack roll by 1.
But you only have a box of guns.
Is that a good idea to do?
I mean,
I mean, if you succeed, so
So Bombay has a defense of 1, right?
yes, so that means that, so essentially you'll roll your dice and you will add whatever you're spending and you will subtract the thing, I think. Let me double check, because it's been a while since I played.
I'm gonna have to like a month, like 2 months.
Yeah, we last played it in January, so yeah,
What?
it's been a while. So let me save this locally so it stops trying to load and unload. And then I will open this just so we know. Okay. Check is a 10. Page 10, come on. Page 10. To perform a check, you roll as many dice as the strength of the action minus any penalty. Of the dice that are rolled, only the lowest dice counts. A roll of 1 or 2 is success, 3 or 4 is no effect, 5 or 6 is failure, and the office holder is immediately returned to the stock of unused pieces. So you could, by default, roll 1 dice with that. You can actually 0 dice with that. But if you could also spend 2 here to end up with a strength of 3, minus 1, which would give you 2 dice to roll to take over Bombay and establish the presidency of Bombay.
How much do I have to spend?
4 money.
4 money? Yeah, I'll do that.
And that. And there you go. You get 2 dice. Roll and get a 1 or a 2.
Is this counting my free dice I get?
No, it isn't. How many free dice do you get?
I get 1 free dice when I do blue dice rolls. We'll take any blue company action, roll an additional dice for free.
Yeah. So you get to roll 3 dice. If your lowest dice is a 1 or a 2, you succeed.
1.
Dun dun dun. Antonio, could you move your Larkins family back a little? Because right now it's in actually India.
Okay.
Yeah. We're actually going to have to put cards where you have that. Specifically, the presidency of Bombay.
Hooray, presidency.
Yay. And everyone can do this, right? All the companies can do this if they really wanted to.
Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
I gave them guns!
And something's going to happen here. Guess what's going to happen here? Come on, come back. I need to know who becomes the president. Do you get the president automatically? If the attack is successful, families that control cubes in the victory army receive money. There is no one. Okay, it is not there yet. So no one has the governorship of Bombay yet.
Yeah, you have to wait until the next election.
So now it's Madras.
I could potentially do the same thing here,
You
right?
could potentially do the exact same thing.
Yeah, sure, let's go for that. So I get to roll another 3.
Yes.
Wait, why does he roll 3?
Oh, I
Because it gets a
failed.
bonus dice. Yeah, you failed, but you don't get fired. And then it comes to me. Well, I think I should probably attempt to make the company some money. So,
We don't want to drop our shares.
yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the sale action. Every pound increases the strength by 1. I can only succeed once, so I may as well spend all 5 pounds. So I need 5 dice. We're going to make the company money over here instead of doing military adventurism.
Money.
It's cocked. That's a 2. That's a success. Yay. So
Infinite
Did you
battle.
fail?
2 means I succeeded.
I mean, before when it was cocked.
If it was not cocked, I would have had a failure, yes.
But it was cocked. We got sick
Yay.
by cocked.
My son is just old enough that he knows that I know that he knows what he just said.
Did I say I realized now?
Yes, you made a dirty joke, you jerk.
I didn't even realize
Good.
you.
So yay! Bengal made money. There is no superintendent of trade in China yet. So we're done, and we deal with company revenue. So the company gets 6 pounds. Huzzah!
Yay.
Players take money for taxes and kickbacks. So I get 1 pound for kickbacks, 1 pound for taxes there.
Wait, what's our taxes?
Most people don't get taxes. People who have governorship will get taxes.
Oh,
I get a kickback. No one else is making any money, I don't believe, unless they have something. The Paxton family does not have any ships yet, so they don't pull money yet.
How do you get chips?
Your captains will have that opportunity later. So, yeah. So I'm the only one who's getting money from taxes because of my 2 guys here. And then I got 1 money as a kickback from successful trade in Bengal. Prize and family power money. None of that shows up. So now the company needs to pay for debt service, military upkeep, and angry shareholders. So that means that you have to pay $1 for every gun and officer in a presidency. So that's 3 money that we have to pay here. Because somebody spent a lot of the company's money on guns.
Hey, what's the big deal? If we don't have guns, the elephant will trample us to tiny pieces.
We have to pay angry shareholders if they have them. We don't. So now the chairman now has $3 to give to offices or pay a bailout or pay a share of at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How do I pay a share of 6?
Yeah. You can't. You need to make sure you put that money. Actually, no, all this money comes back. So we get back 1, 2, 3, 4 here. There we go. So you have 7 money to spread out between these places.
I have to also pay him to sheriffs.
And the governorship of Bombay. Because the governorship of Bombay can have money.
Now I have to pay 6?
If you want to pay a share, you have to pay 6. The share price can drop without a problem this turn. So you can take that 7 ducats and redistribute it to everyone.
Wait, how is the, what happens if you raise it?
If you pay it, it will go up.
So if I pay it, it will go up.
Mm-hmm. And it'll be more expensive to buy into the court of directors. Money paid into the court of directors, the chairman gets to give out.
I'll pay it. I'll pay it.
Okay.
Wait, that's actually a bad idea. I see that's a bad idea because we have no money.
Yeah. So how do you want to spend that $7 amongst everyone?
Well, how many people are there? 7.
Yeah, but like they need $4 to do things. They need probably $3 to do things. Military affairs doesn't have to do anything unless they want to. The presidencies technically don't need money to do things, but it makes it easier to do things.
Okay, so then I'll put, so maybe those guys need 4, those guys will probably need 3, which means 4, so that's actually, then, yeah, I'm gonna have to put 4 in the boats and 3 in the, other guy, which is all of it.
Okay.
They don't make a lot.
Which means
We're a
that
bad company.
the company is, that the shareholders are angry because they didn't get paid.
We're a bad company. We're a horrible company.
So that's that. And now we do events abroad. So we do our next flip. So good news, goods are going to be cheap from factories next turn. There's going to be 2 events in history. And there's going to be no attrition rolls this turn. So
I should have made my thing happen.
first things first, domestic event. Company reorganizes. All executive offices must vacate and may be scored. So starting with the chairman. You got fired by the board. The board of directors got angry and fired everyone. Do you want to spend money to score your chairman?
Yeah, but how much money do I have? 6?
Yep.
So can I look at what I can buy?
3, 3, 1, or 3.
Okay. So I know there's one about voting.
This one.
Which one gives the most points?
This one.
Then I'll do the one that gives the most points,
So
obviously.
you spend 3 of your family money, put your guy there, and now you have 2 points. Which means you're currently winning with 5 points. Now, the director of trade, Antonio, is fired.
No.
Do you want to just take your... This is your dude here, Antonio.
Huh?
Do you want to take your dude back to your supply or spend your family's money to score points?
That's a good question.
Like I said, the elephant's bad.
This isn't the elephant yet. This is just an event.
I mean, like,
No,
the
I
elephant
think
is bad too, right?
I think I'll spend 1 money to send him to the club membership.
The professorship or the club membership?
The club membership.
Okay. Yeah, that one costs 1. That's right.
I can.
I'm putting for 1.
So that means that Antonio now has 1, 2, 3 points. Now, the president of Bombay is getting fired.
Probably for,
On I need to listen to Ray. What did you say, Mal? I couldn't hear you over Han.
Professorship.
Okay. President of Madras.
I'll just take that back.
Okay. I'll just take the President of Bengal back. And that's all the executives fired. Now we have events in India, which starts with... let me double check this so we don't do it wrong. Oh, excuse me, we were supposed to do that third. Oh, I don't think it's going to affect anything. So the elephant moves the number of times on the card, and then an event happens. So it's not two events, the elephant moves twice. So the elephant goes from 1 to 2 to 3. And then we roll a dice. Who wants to roll the dice?
I'll do it.
Okay. And roll it. Two. It makes, so the kingdom of Hyderabad is making a 2 strength attack on the kingdom of Maratha. I think. Let me double check what that says. If the target region is already conquered, you follow the arrow. Okay. So, yeah. So it has strength 2. Maratha is under the control of Punjab with defense of 2. So it's going to be a 1 die. Roll again. Antonio. Are they stealing Maratha? They are failing to steal Maratha. So the events was these guys tried to steal that from Punjab.
All right.
Now there's attrition. There is no attrition. So that's the end of the game and of the turn. So we refresh. We pull from our supply to repopulate all of these. Let me double check what happens to troops. We don't have any attrition this turn. Exhausted ships go back to the presidency. Exhausted goods go back to stock. Exhausted guns are unexhausted. So the guns stay.
We have to pay for the guns again?
Yes. And then we repopulate these trade good areas. Yay.
Wait, what was that about the ships?
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. I just got it answered.
Yay. So captaincy cubes move to the director of trade box. Military affairs cubes go, officer cubes go to the military affairs box. And we move forward 1 space.
Wait, is this a 10-round game?
Theoretically, after round 6, there's a chance of the game ending. And we go into the next round. With our family phase, starting with the chairman, which is unoccupied, so it's the last chairman. So Han is still technically chairman and gets first family phase action.
I'm gonna make a captain.
Okay.
You know what my family does? It's all about captains.
Sir Demon.
I'm gonna make a writer.
Antonio.
I think. So is it only 1 cube, or can I put multiple cubes?
You put 1 cube.
I think I'll put a cube into goods.
Okay. It'll cost you £3 to do that.
No problem.
I'll put one there. Excuse me, actually, you can put 2 cubes, up to 2 cubes in one of these places when you pick the action. So you do 1 action, but this says you get to do 2 cubes.
I can thank you and write it down.
Okay. Do you want 2 captains or just 1? I'll give you a hint on you're not going to be able to afford to do your captain this turn anyway, so.
How much is a cap?
4.
Oh.
So you probably only want 1 to have a chance next turn, right?
Yeah, but I want 2.
We get them eventually. So we're all done with family turns. So now it's time to fill vacancies, starting with the chairman. So everyone gets a number of votes on who they want to vote for chairman.
What do you think?
So who wants to be chairman?
Not me.
Not me.
Yeah, well, clearly not Han. Han got everyone fired from bad performance.
Hmm.
The chairman is going to be making a lot of decisions.
Yeah, I'm not good with decisions. Fuck decisions.
I nominate me.
Gotta go and do that.
Can I nominate
Don't nominate
others?
me out of spite, but I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm just
Can I
gonna
nominate others?
vote for Dad.
So,
Dad, can I nominate
so right now, Antonio has voted 2 for Antonio. I voted 1 for me. Belle has voted 1 for me.
I vote 1 for Antonio.
So we have a tie. I need to look up what happens on a tie. Fuck you, Han. You little shit, come here so I can rub your head in a weird way. So. Cube management, Jones family actions. Da-da-da-da. We need chairman election, page 10. Okay, filling vacancies. Da-da-da. Any player with at least 1 cube may be nominated. After the nomination is made, each player may choose to support with all their cubes or not. If the nomination fails, the next player nominates. Okay, so we did this entirely wrong. Starting with Han, who is our first player because he was previous chairman, Han nominates someone, and then we all say yes or no.
I nominate Antonio.
Okay. So starting with Mal, does Mal say yes or no?
I say no.
Okay. So we got no. Antonio, do you say yes or no?
I say yes.
Okay. To be a jerk, I say no. So that fails. So now Antonio nominates someone.
I nominate me.
Let me double check. It says... Yep, so you choose you. Mal.
I say no.
I say yes.
I say no.
Okay. I nominate Mal.
I say no.
Well, I say yes.
I say no.
So now that everyone has said no, the previous chairman picks.
I haven't nominated.
Oh, all right. So Mal.
I nominate Kit.
Okay. Antonio.
Why not?
I say
So now we
no.
can't lose.
So I take my only member from the board of directors, and become chairman, which means I don't make money from share sales anymore.
Yay! That
also
don't
means if
make
you-
money.
It also means if you lose chairman, you can't become chairman again.
Yes. Unless I spend money to buy in to the court of
But it
directors.
only costs 3 right now.
Yes.
Wait, I can buy them.
So now it comes time for Director of Trade. And I get to promote the Director of Trade from amongst these positions. So, when filling an office, players are penalized for nepotism. So, I could promote myself to Director of Trade, but I'd have to give everyone else a promise. So instead, I'm going to promote Johannes to Director of Trade, so that he doesn't keep spending all of our money in the military anymore. The presidency of Bombay, I will give to Antonio. I don't have any penalty for giving myself Madras because I have no choice. And now I will give Mal Bengal because that's our moneymaker. Now we have to refill all of our lower company, and it's Han's decisions. So starting with the governorship of Bombay, you need to promote someone out of the writer.
Who are we there?
Use.
You've got me, Antonio, and Mal.
I'm just gonna use. Yeah, promote me.
Okay.
Mal has used this, so you have to promote him.
Oh, I was going to promote him anyway.
Okay, well, it's a good thing that you didn't say that until after he spent his cube. So now, who are you going to put in charge of ship purchasing? Me or Antonio?
This hard decision. I'll go with
Well,
Antonio.
ships are right things. I have a family.
I have a family.
And then you have no choice but to promote me into these two positions.
No!
Because there's literally no other options.
I wish I could not promote the dad into anything so he could win.
I seem to be controlling the company right now.
I was like,
Oopsies.
So now it's time to do company actions, starting with the ship purchasing.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a sheep.
more money for dad.
And I get 1 money. Yay.
More money for dad.
Goods purchasing, which is for me, I'm gonna.
Wait,
Goods are currently £1, so I am going to buy
3.
all of them. Which means all 3 of you make money.
Yeah, I make money.
I make 1 monies.
Yep.
I can get a captain if I really wanted
Everyone
to.
makes 1 money.
But I want to have more in the
Military,
show.
I've got 2 officers to give out or give back. If we send officers, and I have, I don't know why we have those. I'm going to take these back. Can I take those back? I'm going to look up whether or not I can reallocate those guns, because I don't like those guns being where they're no freaking good to anyone. Okay. We may transfer guns from one presidency to another with the president's permission. So I'm going to definitely give myself permission to take this army of Madras and shuffle it over to Bombay. Mal, may I have permission to take this army of Bengal and shuffle it over to Bombay?
Sure.
Wait, does that mean Bombay has the strongest army?
I'm also going to send the officers to Bombay.
Okay,
We
so
have very
Bombay's
strong
our
army.
army.
Yeah.
Wait, you only need 1 army? I thought you need all 3.
We don't control these, so nothing bad's going to happen to us probably. Also,
Yeah, the only one we control is Bombay.
yeah. So we need that army to defend Bombay. So now we go into the Director of Trade, which is Han. So the first thing that comes up with Director of Trade is anyone with a captain cube may spend their family money to buy a boat. Starting in ribbon order, so it's me up, then Han. So I spend 1, 2, 3, 4, which takes me down to 1, to buy Han's family's boat, which will give Han 1 ducat. So you have 5 ducats. Oh, I'm sorry, all the other boats cost 6.
You're really
So these other captains will go back to the family pools.
Wait, why don't they go to the captain area?
Because they've already failed to become captains. And now, the director of trade, Han, has 3 goods and 2 ships to spread out between the presidencies.
I sell the goods away.
No, you give them to the presidencies.
I give them all to Mao.
So you're going to give everything to Bombay?
Yeah.
So... or to Bengal. So Bengal has a lot to work with.
I don't know what to do with all that.
We hit the Bombay presidency. Antonio's got nothing to work with here. We go to the governorship of Bombay.
Hello.
So...
and legal
Makes
because
sense.
there's
I
3 and 3.
became governor of Bombay.
No, I'm Governor Bombay. You're President of Bombay.
Oh.
yeah. So there's nothing for the president to do, but the governor has something to do. The governor can invest, possibly,
I don't have money.
or campaign. You have no money to invest, so you can only campaign.
What happens when I campaign?
I'm double checking. Governors may take the campaign action. The campaign action, you select a target from those listed next to the campaign action icon. Presidents have 1 listed target. Governors miss multiple targets, and then you attack them with the army. So you can use the army of Bombay to attack Punjab, Mysore, or Sindh and attempt to conquer it into the British John's Company holdings in India.
Do it.
If you do so, they will become exhausted, which means the number that you use will become exhausted, which means that if an event causes Bombay to be attacked or revolt, they won't be there to help defend.
Mm.
So you have Punjab, Mysore, and Sindh. The elephant is on 3, so it'll go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So if I wanted to, the easiest would be Punjab, because that has a defense 2.
Yes. So that means you'd need to take at least 2 things from the army of Bombay down to have 1 die.
I'll do that.
Okay. So you get to move as much as you want from the army of Bombay into the exhausted area. And so that cancels out their strength. So you have the 1 die from your family. Are you doing anything else?
Actually, I'll take down 3, so I have 2 die.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a 4, so it's a failure. It's not a 5 or a 6. You don't get fired. You fail to conquer Punjab.
Exactly.
We go on to Madras, where I have fuck all to do. So we go to Bengal, where there's no money.
No monies.
So we double check our trade action, sale action. Uh-oh, we didn't give them any money, so I don't think they actually can. Yes, we forgot to spend money for them to be able to roll dice.
Oops.
There is a choice that the chairman can do now if they want to. The chairman can take out a debt.
Can't I roll additional dice regardless then?
Are you in charge there? Yes, you can. But let's double check the debt. See what happens. It's going to cost 2 later. So the executive may take the debt action once per turn to put $5 in there. Which, yeah. The debt will never be repaid and will cost 1 per turn thereafter. So do we want to... Because right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we succeed, you can get 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 money. So do you want to spend 1 money every turn for the rest of the game? Who's our chairman? I'm our chairman. I have to make the decision.
Yeah, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the debt action.
And with 1 more bow in there, if they succeed every single
To
time...
give you 5 ducats, so you can spend 6 dice to fulfill that.
And if they succeed every single time, once they get 1 more ship, they'll have like...
So, how much money are you going to spend, Bengal?
Should I spend it all? Is that a good idea?
If you spend it all, you'll have 6 dice to roll.
Yeah, sure, I'll spend it all.
Get them 6 dice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 1 more dice.
There you go.
6 dice.
Roll a 1 or a 2.
2s.
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Yay! So you get to spend put as much in exhausted as you want to fulfill orders.
Can I put all of it in exhausted?
Yeah. So like if you put 4 into exhausted here, you can fulfill the order for white muslin. And then you can put 2 to fulfill the order of indigo.
Yeah, do that.
Which is going to make a lot of money for everyone.
Yeah.
Especially you,
Power.
mister.
Yay! So now we're done with that. We do trade money. So first the company makes its money. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's nice, right?
Yeah.
Then we do any taxes and kickbacks. So Mal fulfilled 2 orders, so Mal gets 2 money in kickbacks. I have 1 captain, so I get 1 money in kickbacks. I get 1 money in tax for having 2 riders.
Governor, don't I get TX?
Governorship. You get, let me double check the amount. You get a choice that you get to make. You get the tax value of your region. You may choose to divvy that tax value up between that presidency and your personal coffers. So there's 1 money. You can put it in the governorship of Bombay, or you can keep it for yourself.
I'll put it into the governorship.
Okay. So you're not stealing the taxes. Yeah, that's what that represents. That's the tax money going to the governorship of Bombay. And you have the choice to just be like, those taxes are my money.
Not the company's.
It's not the company's money. It's the governorship of Bombay's money.
But they're associated with the John Company.
Yes, but the John Company doesn't get to milk that money. Excuse me, I get 2 ducats for my captain.
What?
Everyone who has a captain gets 2 ducats. As interloper. Presidential bonuses are done. Tax values are done. Investment firms are done. We do debt servicing now. So we have to spend 1 ducat for our debt. We need to pay for our military. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that we have to spend here. And then we have to spend 1 per captain, leaving us 6.
Which is the exact same case I
Now
had.
we must pay out a bailout if possible, or a dividend if possible. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So we have 1 person money left.
So
That's
Antonio gets 2, Mal gets 2, Han gets 1.
For family money?
Yep, because shares got paid. Share price goes up because we paid. And
that.
we allocate all remaining revenue.
We have 1 monies to
We have 1 money to allocate.
And the only person who can is them. Right.
Gonna allocate 1 money to Bengal. Bengal's gonna make us our money.
Yeah, they roll 2.
Now we have our event card.
Scary event.
No items. Elephant marches 3,
1.
4, 5, 6.
Elephants in my location.
So roll 1 die, Mal. You're in charge. You get to do the suffering.
Yeah, that's President.
You want to roll a 1, 2, or a
Hey,
3?
don't fuck it up.
You want to roll low.
I rolled high.
Did the
You
government
had
fail?
1 job.
Did the government fail?
So what we have there
I told you an elephant is mean.
is a revolt. Revolts will be cancelled in company-dominated regions if the provincial office can equal the result of the die roll with the strength of its police. It starts at 0, increases by 1 for each gun or officer, and for every $2 it spends. If the revolt is cancelled, the balance of India does not tilt towards chaos, and the elephant is not redirected. So we tilt towards chaos. We have 2, so you get 2 dice to roll. You need to roll a 6 on the 2 dice.
I need to roll a 6.
Yep.
Here we go. Hell yeah!
Yay!
No
The
chaos.
elephant does flip directions. The elephant's gonna walk the other way now.
Nice.
Is the balance of India not going to chaos?
The balance of India. That's right. It doesn't flip and it doesn't go to chaos. So, good job. Now we do attrition rolls, starting with the chairman. If I roll a 4 or higher on a dice, I die.
Then you become a something.
You're dead.
So I'm going to be attritioning. Each of the executives needs to roll a die. So everyone grab a die for your executive.
I can't grab a die.
I'll bring a die on here. There's me. There's Han. Executives die on a 5 or 6.
I die.
I die.
I think everyone died, right? Except for me.
I live. I live.
Everyone died.
Except for Antonio's character.
But doesn't Mal have 2 people? So he has to
I
roll
have
twice?
a senior.
And now we check our seniors, which are,
So only dies on a 6.
yep, I have 2. Antonio has 1. Mal has 1. If it's a 6,
one.
they retire. Mine doesn't die.
I rolled another 6. I died. The governor of Bombay is dead.
Or retiring. Okay, so starting with me, I get to choose where I'm going to retire to. I have only 4 ducats. I'm going to
You have 4 ducats.
spend 1 ducat to retire to a club membership.
Of course everyone did that. Why did they do that?
Now we have
It's a really nice club, okay?
Han died. Are you going to take your cube back or retire?
I'm going to retire to the club. For 1 point, because it's an easy 1 point.
It's a really nice club.
Got to go this
Oh
again.
yeah, I forgot my vote thing.
President of Madras is going to go to the House of Commons.
Wait, I forgot my vote ability thing. Wait, that's not a vote ability, is it?
Yeah.
What does that ability say?
It's during a vote on a law, which isn't yet. Antonio, where do you want your guy to go? Back to you, to one of these places?
Who's winning?
No, Antonio didn't die either.
Oh, excuse me, it's Mal. I'm sorry.
I want to spend 3 to go to professorship again.
Okay. And now we come around to...
My governor died as well.
Yeah, we need to do them in the order. None of these people died. The governor.
I'll spend 2 to do club membership.
Okay, so once again, everyone's dead.
Everyone's dying.
Now, the law before we have a law before Parliament. Treasury reform. All plunder from a campaign is now given to the chairman for allocation. Place officers displaced by military affairs on this card and score 1 victory point for each.
What does that mean?
What?
So,
Are we doing a block?
I'm going to review campaign here for you. We may have had some campaign plunder. Okay, oh yeah, that's right. So when you do a successful military campaign and you use an officer, that family gets money. If this law passes, that money will end up going to the chairman for allocation instead of to the family. The officers who are displaced by military affairs will then come back here.
Is this a law?
Officers are displaced by military affairs when... Let me finish on. In the logistics action, if an army has 3 officers, an old officer must be replaced. So if a new officer gets placed in, then an old officer is replaced and will be put on this card and will be worth a victory point at the end of the game. So this starts with -3. Are we starting with the chairman, which would be me previously, and going around counterclockwise? You get to vote yes or no. Your number of votes is your shipyards plus your factories plus the money you spend. So I will vote no.
Well, no.
Han has 2 votes. Han, yes or no?
I'll go with yes.
Mao has 1 vote.
Yes.
Antonio has 3 votes.
That's
So Antonio can pass or fail this law on his own. Antonio has no officers.
I vote yes.
So the law passes and becomes a permanent law. So it goes and lives over here and is now a new way to make victory points. And forevermore, campaigns with our officers will not make their families money and will instead make money for this. And that's the end of the round, and we do the refresh.
Can you have infinite guns?
Oh, the executive had 2 more because we only have to pay for exhausted guns. So, no, we have to pay off. I need to double check. I think we may have 2 more money to play with this turn. So, I'm just going to real quick double check. Nope, you have to pay for every gun and officer. It doesn't matter if they're exhausted. So we only have 1 money to play with.
Hopefully Mal gets the area. Can Mal get the area?
So now it's family time.
Mal can't get an area.
Starting with me. I have no money. I am just gonna put some people in the rider pool. Han, what do you want to do for your family action?
I still put someone. How many people can you put in the rider pool?
2.
I'll put 2 people in the rider pool.
Now,
I should also put 2 people into the rider's pool.
and Antonio.
They're putting it to the rider's pool.
You're putting 2 people in the rider's pool?
I think I'll... sure, why not?
There you go. I put 1 guy down there for you, so you just need to drag 1 more. Yay! So
We've
now
all become novelists.
it's another chairman's election.
And
There's only
can
3
it be a
candidates,
chair?
right?
I nominate, but I cannot vote. I nominate Mal.
I say no.
I say yes.
Again, why is
It's all on you, Han. Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Han, who do you nominate?
Ooh.
I nominate Antonio.
I say yes.
I say no.
It doesn't matter if you say no.
The
or
yeas
straight
have
up.
it. Oh, are you okay? Yeah. Okay, this is why I tell you not to do that sort of thing. Tanir gave me a heart attack. Knocked over all the trash. That's why you shouldn't be jumping around. Well, now it's time for Antonio has 3 positions to fill. Who gets the director of trade? If you don't pick me, you owe me a promise.
Yeah, I hate promises.
No, it doesn't come from the writers' pool. It comes from the seniors.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess we'll get some purchase. Yeah.
So now we go to the Madras presidency. If you don't pick me, you owe me a promise because of nepotism.
Okay, I get it. Okay.
Now
Yeah,
the
you
Bengal
can-
presidency.
I have no other pieces to play about this.
Yeah, I kind of wish it were the other way around, but okay.
I wish we could put Mal there.
So now we need to refill these as director of trade. The question is, do I want to nepotism myself to everyone I pass over? And the answer is no, I don't. So, governorship of Bombay. There you go, Mal. Ships purchasing. You've got no skin in the game, Mal.
Now he's getting the game.
Goods purchasing. There you go, Antonio. No.
Thank you.
There you go, Antonio. And there you go, Antonio.
And I got nothing.
I don't want to put you in charge of military affairs.
I have nothing.
Well, that's what you get for spending all of our money on an army that's, like, done nothing but conquer Bombay. Good for nothing for the company.
But we also won against the elephant.
I won against the elephant.
So yeah, now it's ship purchasing from Mal. You have no money to spend.
Yep.
Goods purchasing, no money to spend. Military affairs, no money to spend.
We broke.
That's something. Director of Trade, are you going to spend 4 money to buy a boat, Antonio Han?
Yeah.
Okay, which boat are you buying?
The one that helps me. Which gives me 2 money.
Which also gives Antonio money. And now the Director of Trade, which is me, gets to decide where to send that boat. So we're not going to be able to, so all that's done. If we send the boat in, we get white muslin. I'm gonna line you up to be able to get white muslin. No money in the Bombay presidency. Governorship of Bombay.
Hi.
You can invest.
Yes, I can.
So investing. Come on, where's the invest option? You, for every buck you spend, it increases your strength by 1. If you're successful, you flip your card to the prosperous side and put the elephant in that region and shift the balance of India towards order.
I'll invest, yeah.
So, are you going to spend your money to try to do that?
Yep. Because I get a free dice.
Yeah, so you got 2 dice to spend trying to make Bombay prosperous.
Yay!
Bombay is now prosperous.
Yay!
Like a way better trading system.
Yes. Bombay is way nicer on trade. We don't have anything to trade with to get to Bombay, but
Can you move ships?
with their permission on the Director of Trade's turn. So next time we may be wanting to shuffle some ships over to Bombay.
Like all of them. Like 3 of them.
Yeah.
If
Wait, but
we
then
get
the Bengals.
2 of them.
Oh.
The 2-ship Spices is better than the 3-ship Lemonese.
2 ship. 2s, and then the other 2, and then we have 2 2s.
Yeah.
And we just give both
So
of
there's
them
nothing
one.
going on in Madras. Bengal. Antonio, are you going to try and trade?
How much do I need to trade?
You need to spend 1 money, and then you roll 1 die, and you need to roll a 1 or a 2.
All right, let's see if I can. Might as well give it a shot.
Roll a 1 or a 2.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1
I'm gonna
2.
roll a 6, and you're all hating for it.
2!
Yay!
Hey, it worked.
Are you going to trade for white muslin? Please say yes.
Yes.
And that gives me and Dad $1.
7, yay! So that gives that later. There's no superintendent in China yet, so the company round is done. Company made $7 this round. Antonio gets $1 in kickback. And
Yay.
Han and I get $1 from our captain. It's gonna be $2 from our captains.
Yes.
I get $1 from my writers. $1 goes to Bombay. Are you stealing it or are you letting it sit there?
Is it there?
And then we have to spend 2 money to pay for the captains, 1 money to pay for the ongoing debt. We have 4 money left. I could spend all of that, or I could piss everyone off and spend this money elsewhere. Gonna get 1 to you, 1 to you, and We're going to spend the other 2 on goods purchasing just in case we get a good goods price. Now it's oh wait, we have to pay for military upkeep. So we don't actually get that. We don't have enough to pay for military upkeep. Uh-oh. That's
We broke.
1, 2, 3, 4. We need to take out another debt to get 5 money to pay 1 more, and then we can do that. So the company is even deeper in debt.
Well, I only bought 3 of the guns. Someone put the army in. I only bought the guns.
Well, now we go to the events.
Why does my piece have a black cat on it?
It should not. It should be over here. There we go.
Okay.
Because there's 2. This is our debt.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I did the allocation. I'm not supposed to do the allocation.
Oh, that's right. I am.
So we go back to this 4. We get rid of the debt. So now you have to pay the debt. So that is going to come and pay for everything. And you'll leave 4 left. So Antonio, do you want to pay out that money to the 4 people here, or do you want to reinvest it in the company?
That's a good question.
I mean, you won't make money next turn if you don't.
Well, the chairman can also take out more
Debt.
debt next turn.
But you're going to have super amounts of debt.
So historically, the John Company collapsed.
Because of debt. But we don't want that to happen. We want to have a successful company in this world that shall not ever, never collapse. And then we can become billionaires. And then we can...
Also,
I'm
next,
trying to think.
one more thing to mention for planning, since Han is bringing this up. If you pay out the shares, share price increases to 5. Everyone can spend $5 to go onto the court of directors, and that will put $5 that the chairman gets to reallocate. So that's how we can get our family money in there. Right now, Antonio can afford to do that. The rest of us can't.
But what
If
about
Antonio does not pay out, then we'll drop to 3, and then everyone except for Mal could afford to buy in.
Then that would be more money.
That would be even more money for the company.
Yeah.
So that's a way the company can make money if people choose to do it that way.
Yeah, and if he doesn't pay it, then the company makes more money.
This game has lots of moving parts.
If he doesn't pay it, the company does make more money.
I'm confused. I'm just gonna what was it? Which one lowered the share price?
Are you going to pay out a dividend to the shareholders and increase share price, or not pay out a dividend and piss off the shareholders, reduce share price, and have more money to allocate to people?
The second one.
Okay.
Is he gonna do the exact same as Dad?
Probably.
Probably.
It's kind of the obvious choice. Now we draw this. Oh no, this money can't be spent next turn.
Why?
Because of that X. So.
Oh, you already drew that card before all that?
Yeah, then we went, oh crap, we were wrong. But yeah, so there's the card. So, first things first, events in India. Elephant marches to 6, 7, 8. I'm the president, so I suppose I should roll this dice. Roll a 1 or 2. Yay! Good elephant.
Yay, no death.
The economy of Madras has improved. The balance shifts to order. The elephant changes direction.
Bless you.
Now we have attrition, starting with the chairman, Antonio. A 4, 5, or 6 and your chairman retires.
Oh, okay. I can do this.
It's roll 1.
Don't jinx me. See what you've done?
Bye, chairman.
And right now, Mal has
Director
the
of
most
Trade.
Power. Wait, Mal has the power.
So Director of Trade is gonna retire. President of Bombay.
I don't need to roll dice, actually. I'm just going to sit back and watch. No one put me anywhere.
Is okay. President of Madras.
It's kind of bad.
Is okay.
I think my piece has been blind with the dice.
President of Bengal.
Oh.
Ooh, that's good.
Now it's only a 6 if we Governor of Bombay.
Don't roll 5. I think I jinxed it in my mind.
Now ships purchasing. Mal.
Mal doesn't deserve to be in ships, but he should be still there so he can.
So you need to roll to see if you.
Mal should get promoted.
I need to stay.
Yeah, he needs to get promoted to be like super guy.
Goods purchasing, Antonio.
Oh, no, I can't. Whee!
Military affairs, Antonio.
Is my piece did not retire?
It did not. Yay! Woohoo! So, Antonio, are you just going to take your cube back, or you're going to spend family money to retire it somewhere?
You could probably save up for the 5-pointer later, right?
Yeah. You could save up money to try to get one of the big ones later.
That is a good point. I think I'll spend 3 to send my retired chairman to the House of Commons.
Everyone's doing that. Why?
The House of Commons gives you extra votes in this.
Well, I guess I did it, but I only did that.
So now it's me. I am really hurting on money, so I'm gonna not get points. Ouch.
Me?
I'm just watching.
Antonio, you have another one.
Excuse me.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Seniors retire after, so.
I think I'll put him back into the thing.
And now it's our governor of Bombay.
I'm going to do another club membership.
It costs 3, I think.
It costs 2.
Oh yeah, I read it wrong. It's from Fox.
Yeah. And then we're on to the next round.
Wait,
Round 3.
people got promoted?
On round 4, rather. This is round 1, then we had 2, 3. Yeah, this is round 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the 4th round.
Family, starting with our previous chairman.
That would be me.
Yes.
That would be me.
Yep.
The chairman.
So.
Well, our shares are all time low. I might as well kick one person to be into the board.
Okay. Which will give
Even
us
though that'll cost
3 money. Yep. Which will give us 3 money for our next chairman to allocate. I will also kick someone onto the board. Han.
I will also kick someone onto the board. Actually, no, I won't kick someone onto the board, actually. When I look at it, because, the 4 thing. I put person into captain.
Yeah, put someone into captain. Okay.
And I'll put 2 writers.
Okay. Love that Han's like, I'm going to put someone to captain. Ha-ha! Captains cost the company money. So now we need to do our chairman election.
Give more money!
So, starting with Antonio, who do you nominate as chairman?
I nominate Mel.
I say no.
Okay, so Mal votes no, Antonio votes yes. I'll vote yes.
I'll vote no.
Okay.
Oh, not again.
I nominate Mal.
I say
I
yes.
say no.
I'm sorry?
I say no.
I say no.
Antonio?
I say yes.
Okay, it fails again. Han, who do you nominate?
Antonio.
I say no.
I say no.
I also say no.
I nominate Kit.
Antonio?
No.
Is that a no?
No.
Okay. So actually it's Mal that voted for me. I vote no.
I vote no.
So now it comes time for Antonio to just pick. Who do you just pick, Antonio?
Mal.
How are you picking me? My job is better at the blue areas.
Well, that comes out of the court of directors. So Mal now has the chairman. So director of trade needs to be promoted out of all of our S tier people.
It's gonna have to be Antonio.
Bengal presidency.
I'm going to do a promise because I want to be the promoted.
So you give a promise to Antonio to promote Mal.
That means he gets to be the governor.
So that means our director of trade here
So
gets
means
to promote.
Doesn't it mean he becomes governor?
Governor is an S.
Hmm.
So director of trade gets to promote all those people. So Antonio, out of the writers' pool, who is going to become our president?
Let's say Mal can become governor.
Yay, governor again! Third time in a row.
Those governors don't last long, but they all come from the same family. Who's going to be in charge of ship purchasing?
Ship purchasing, I think I'll leave that to Han.
Wait, what?
Who are you going to be putting in charge of military affairs?
I think I'll let you do that one, Kit.
Okay. And our chairman, Mal, has 6 ducats to immediately distribute amongst the places.
Oh, why are you gonna put stuff on me? Is it a good idea to put money into Bombay and Bengal so we can get more money?
That putting money into Bombay, Madras, and Bengal gives us more potential, but we would need to buy more things to open up Madras.
Yeah, not Madras, I meant like Bombay and Bengal, since we already have things there, right?
But I'm gonna
And
probably
we
buy.
can get things there.
I don't know.
It
I
might
mean,
be
do
a
we want to
worthwhile
put
investment.
since we have 4, do we want to put like 4 into ships to get another shipyard, and maybe 1 into goods so we can get a good, and then we can give those to people and have more options?
That actually sounds good, yeah. Let's do that, yeah.
I only
Like
have
that?
1 left over, right?
And then there's 1 more to give to somebody.
So you put in the Madras and Kitty a lot too, right?
Give it to Bombay.
You can give it to Bombay. You can give it to Madras. Put these 2 into Madras, and then move 2 from Bengal to Bombay with Bengal's permission, and then
Need my permission?
we could give 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give
Every single one.
Okay. So now we come to ships purchasing. Han.
I purchased 1 ship, which is good for me.
Wait, does that mean we have no money in the company revenue?
Yes. We should have no money in company revenue. And Han gets 1 kickback. Antonio gets 1 kickback from ship purchases. Goods. Antonio, are you buying a good?
Yes, we're buying a good.
You can't buy from you guys because it's an X right now, so it has to be
Unfortunately.
one of those. Oof. We don't got no money for military affairs.
Good.
Director of Trade. This is where you can ask Bengal to give things to Bombay.
Bengal, could you send 2 ships over to the Bombay?
Yep.
Are you going to give these to Madras?
Yes.
I feel like I'm commanding the company from behind the scenes. But
Probably.
eventually someone's going
As
to
long as
say,
I keep
fuck
making
you,
money,
Kit.
I don't mind.
Yeah. Eventually someone's going to go, fuck you, Kit.
Eventually, but not today. At
Can I
least not
buy
this
something with
round.
my captain?
Your captain won't be a captain till next turn.
Okay. I
So-
know all
Oh, yeah,
of them will have
captain's
2
team.
people.
So then Bombay. Are you going to spend the 1 die and roll 1 die and hope you do really well?
Yes.
Okay.
Mal's got the most chance.
Don't fail.
Mal's got the most chance.
You're making me lose my focus, my mojo, Jojo.
2!
Yay! Spices?
9 money.
Hooray.
That's going to be 9 company monies.
Woohoo!
The Madras presidency. I shall attempt the same.
Because Dad has kit rolls.
Yeah. I failed.
Yeah, well, you always roll high. Kit rolls. 20 in D&D.
Yeah, we don't want that. So I failed. I spent the money in Madras and failed to actually succeed in getting trade.
Wait, I thought a 3 would equal a loincloth.
Huh?
I thought a 3 would equal a loincloth.
No. That's how many things you have to exhaust to fill that up.
No.
A 1 or a 2 is a success. A 3 or a
Okay.
4 is a failure. A 5 or a 6 is a critical failure. Please be a little quieter, Ray. Thank you. So
Then Matt,
we go to Bengal,
that
where
guy.
there's 2 dice.
Infinite.
Yay,
Oh, not
we have
nothing.
-1. No,
Let's do this thing. Didn't do this thing.
That's a critical failure. You're fired.
no, don't.
You have to retire right now.
Now, understand. Don't roll high. Roll low.
So
and
empty, had to the box in advance.
So,
Sorry.
what happens on a failure in trade to our things?
I don't know.
The failure cannot. Yeah, on a failure, you don't even exhaust anything, so. That's crap.
Wait, does that mean you can go again?
Oh, so now we're in trade. So money wise, Antonio gets 1 kickback from Bombay.
Hey.
I know for sure I get 2 from my ship.
Wait, I never got to governor.
Governor gets 1. Oh, that's right. The governor forgot to go. Governor can campaign, cannot invest because you're prosperous.
Campaigning gives us our company money, so
So are you going to spend your campaign, your 1 to roll 2 dice and try and take something over?
yeah.
Are you targeting Punjab, Mysore, or Sindh?
Good job.
Okay. How many are you spending? Everything?
Yeah, sure.
Just be aware. If we get a 2 elephant move, it's going to land on Bombay.
If we get a 2 element move, it's landing on Bombay.
Yeah, because it's facing backwards.
I'll spend 3.
So if you don't spend officers, we don't get money. So
Okay.
okay.
So that means I have how many dice?
1, 2, yes, 2.
Money!
We have conquered Punjab. So let me double check what campaign does here. I think it creates a new office for us. So Campaign. The region's conquered and is dominated by the company and open for trade. Move it to that presidency. Create the corresponding office. It will reduce the ability to do sale actions by 1. So it's now harder to sail here.
Why did you make it hard to say?
So, Punjab. We now have the governorship of Punjab.
Now it's harder to sail.
It does mean that we'll need to invest more money into this region to sail, but it also means we have even more options available.
Still, the Bombay is better.
Yes, so I'm going to unlock that and move all of this over. Yeah. And because we did that, we get our spoils of war. The region's plunder value times cube. So plunder is 4. So the company gets 8 plunder. So the company got 8 plunder. Actually, I think the company got 4 plunder for taking Bombay back in the day.
Should we put that now?
Yeah. Because it says here that even officers not involved get that. Actually, no, because that wouldn't have gone to the company. That would have gone to us. And so we're just going to forget about it.
That would have gone to Mal.
So we have 17 money sitting in the company office right now. As we go to do things. So, Antonio, did you get your 1 kickback?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Antonio has lots of money.
Mal, are you gonna? Is the tax for Bombay gonna go to Bombay or you?
Go to Bombay.
Okay. I got my 2 there, so now we need to look up whether or not the other captain just gets stuff automatically. Yep, captains get money no matter what, so Han gets 2 money. And now we go to expenses. We have 2 debt. We have 2 captains. We have 5 military. We have 8 money. Oh, Chairman, you must pay out a dividend of 5.
Yeah, I'll do that.
People will be angry with you. Antonio gets 2 of it. The rest of us get 1 of it.
Oh my god, I actually have money.
I have money. I have a singular money.
I get 1 money from that.
And I'm almost going to get my second thing.
Yeah. Han has lots and lots of money.
And Antonio has lots of money. But Antonio is buying a bunch of things while I'm saving. Mm-hmm. So Antonio makes more money. I'm just saving mine.
Mm-hmm. Well, so now our chairman has 3 money to allocate.
Do we need more money? We might be.
For purchasing?
We could always use more money.
Han, are you going to be buying a boat?
Yeah.
So Han is going to be buying a boat with his captain, so we can probably get away with just putting it in the presidencies.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Money, money, money.
So that's going to go away.
Wait, Mal can't get into an executive position.
Yeah, we do have that problem that we aren't going to have Mal in a presidency this turn.
This is horrible.
Now we do our reset.
Because Mal's the super young for executive stuff.
No, yeah.
Sorry, but before we do refresh, we actually need to do this.
Oh no.
We're continuing to have shit for goods. Elephant marches 3,
Duh.
8, 7, 6, 5.
Oh no.
Mal, it was yours. Roll low.
Roll a 0. Yay.
1 means X. means nothing happens. Actually, no, you get to roll 2, but 1 still means X. So nothing happens. Yay. Attrition rolls, starting with the chairman.
Oh my god, am I gonna die?
4 up kills the chairman.
4, 5, or 6
He
kills
rolls a
chair.
0, he doesn't die. I'm the 1. 4,
dead.
he does.
5 up kills the director of trade, Antonio.
Wait,
Probably
what?
will die.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yep.
Oh wait, I'm in this now. He's alive! He's
5
alive!
up kills the president of Bombay.
He's alive!
5 up kills the president of Madras.
He's alive, probably.
There's no president of
There's
Bengal.
no governor of Punjab. 6 kills the governor of Bombay.
Am I gonna
We can
die
promote the
again?
governor of Bombay to the president of Bengal.
Oh yeah!
Yes. 6 up kills the director of ship purchasing. Say when, Han.
When?
Ouch.
That was very loud. 6 up kills the director of goods purchasing.
All right.
6 up kills the director of military affairs. We had a very low attrition round here. So, Mal, where's your chairman going?
Spend 1, get another club.
Chairman's gonna go hang out in the club.
In the club with the 2
Everyone's going to the
governors.
club.
And does anyone else actually die?
Nope, I only died.
The only-
Me.
So the only person who retired was the chairman.
Yep.
Nice. So we finish our refresh. We go into turn 5. Oh, nope, we forgot. We have to do the event. Law before Parliament, the Calico Acts. All orders in India generate 1 less revenue. Each factory cube generates £1 during trade. Discard the law if it's passed when the company deregulates. So, this starts at -2.
Does this mean we get more or less money from
So
trades?
starting with our former chairman of MAL, your votes are shipyards plus factories plus family money spent plus people in the House of Commons.
So I have 2.
So you have currently
What?
1. It's currently at -2. Do you want this law to pass?
So, all orders in India
Yeah.
generate less revenue.
Yes, that means our main way of making money will get us less money,
I say no.
but you will gain 1 money guaranteed every round.
No.
Okay. Antonio, who has 1, 2, 3, 4 votes, plus any he wants to spend money on. Do you say yes or no?
I'm thinking.
If this passes, you'll gain 1 money every round, and the company will make less money.
Company will. That's tricky. Like,
Oh no, what does red mean over there?
That means it's going to stay in play.
I don't know. On one hand that, on the other hand this.
I just say I'm going to remember anyone who votes yes when it comes to picking the chairman. It'll be clear that family doesn't have the company's best interest in heart.
This will make
vote for
sure
no.
that they become chairman because that's right. I just don't want to be. don't want to become chairman.
like,
because
I have
don't
3
vote.
votes.
You have 4 votes, because you
Where
have
the
1
fourth one
guy in
come
the House of
from?
Commons.
Oh.
So it's at -7 right now. As it comes to me, I have 2 votes. I could spend all my money to make this work. I'm going to say... I'm going to vote yes just so things are interesting for Han. Because Han has 8 money. Han has 1, 2, 3 votes. So Han could spend 3 money to pass this law if Han wanted.
Well, why?
I don't know. I just voted yes, so you'd have the option.
I vote no.
Okay. So we tank that law. Finish, refresh.
No one votes yes.
Spent the company revenue.
Except for Dad. Dad, you don't like the company.
And then we didn't pay out. We didn't pay out, so that goes down. Okay, we go on to round 6. This is the last guaranteed round of the game. Starting next round, there's a chance that things don't happen. Our last chairman was Mal, right?
Yeah.
So Mal gets first company action.
What do I do?
Or not company action, family action.
Oh, I might actually... I might want to save up for the 5-pointer.
So, I need some points. Who's winning right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Mal.
7.
Where's your 7?
I have 1 in the stocks and then the shares section.
Right, so Antonio's got 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for Mal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Antonio. Han has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
So I'm second. Mal's
So-
first.
I can't buy a mansion.
How much is the mansion? 5? How much does that give you, point-wise?
2. I can buy a share. I need to have points, so I'm going to buy a share. Which is going to give the company 3 money that Mal gets to reallocate.
Oh, I got 3 monies. I don't know what I'd do with those monies.
Are you going to put them in the presidencies?
Definitely presidency, give us more monies.
Actually, no, Mal doesn't reallocate them. The next chairman does. This money doesn't get allocated until we vote for chairman.
That is the elephant in the room, isn't it?
So, Han, what are you going to do with all that money you got sitting on you? Oh, yeah, that's right.
I can put it out.
So I can buy a captain, right? A ship cap for the captain?
Yeah, if you want to buy the ship, you'll have to hold on to 4 money. That's true.
So then I only can spend 4 money
Yes, so you can spend up to 4 money.
for my own things, which means I'm probably going to be looking at wishing I had retired. And I think I'm going to simply put my things spend nothing.
So you have to take an action. Are you going to do a captain, officer, or rider?
I think I would just put one in rider or officer.
Okay.
No, rider, because officer might give someone a point.
Okay. Mal.
Huh?
You did your family action, right?
Yeah.
Antonio, did you do your family action? Did we skip you?
Not yet.
We skipped Antonio. We're sorry.
I guess I'll put 2 into the writers.
Okay. So now, chairman time. Mal, you get to nominate first chairman.
I nominate Kit.
Okay. Antonio, do you vote yes or no?
I vote for yes.
Now that you're aware that the person who gets voted loses a point, I vote no.
I vote no.
Why, Han?
Wait, they lose a point?
Yeah,
Yes.
Why?
Kit loses a
because
point
they don't have a
because
cube in the court of directors at the end of the game.
Oh, and then, yeah, I'm gonna vote yeah.
Yeah, you're voting for someone to give all the power to, and that costs them a point. But it does give them the potential to get those points back with retirement. So, I'm the chairman now. That means I have 3 ducats to allocate. Actually,
That's actually a good idea, right?
yeah, we're not going to have a mouse, so I am going to do that. I was considering for a moment giving Mal one less and putting something into the governor of Punjab so that they could invest.
I take my
No,
governor
we
down
are
to
gonna
that?
have a map.
Oh, we are going to have a Mal in there. So yeah, we're going to give one less to Bengal and put one money in the governorship of Punjab. Okay, so now it's time for me to do some promotions. Hey, the governor of Bombay is promoted.
Yay.
Which means once again we need to promote a governor of Bombay. Antonio, who's going to be the governor of Bombay?
I'm gonna become the governor of Bombay.
That's
Wait,
Antonio's
what's
call.
going on?
It could be, but he could choose. But then
Antonio gets to pick governor of Bombay
No,
and governor of Punjab.
I get to be governor of Bombay.
But doesn't that
My
mean you have
use.
to do the thing?
I'm using my thing, my professorship.
Okay. Yeah. These governorships are
have to-
picked by the president. So
Yes.
yeah. So Mal is going, you will pick me as governor of Bombay.
So
Okay,
I'm
okay,
governor
fine.
of Bombay.
Okay. And now Antonio gets to pick a governor of Punjab.
Let's see. I guess
If you put me on there, I
Comes
can
from the
roll
rider
dice.
you don't.
You should put me on there.
It comes from the rider pool.
Yes.
Oh, it comes from the
Remember, if you put me on there, I get to add an extra dice to any blue actions. That includes every action that governors and presidents do.
Yeah. Mal is good as a governor and a president.
Yeah, that's why we want him there.
Yay.
Okay.
We want him
Yeah,
probably as a money
So
guy.
now the director of trade gets to. We don't have anyone else, so. Yay.
We have no opening positions left.
Really?
Ship purchasing. No decisions for Han. Goods
Because
purchasing.
we broke.
Military affairs. We've got a bunch of nothing happening. Director of trade. So this means Han, you're buying that ship, right?
Yeah. Now I've got that money.
You're going to buy this one?
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I? Give Antonio money.
So Antonio and Han each get a ducat as Han buys a ship that Antonio gets to allocate to Madras, I assume.
Where should I take it to? Should I take it to
Madras.
Madras? You sure?
If you do Madras, then we can do 2 there. Otherwise, we can't actually trade in Madras.
All right.
And we don't want to do the 3 over the 2 here because not 7 is less than 9.
Yeah, and then the other ones are
okay.
equal.
What we really need is Antonio to die in the presidency so I can become it.
No. Well, you've got 2 ducats, which means you get to make. Also, we've been doing this wrong. They get 2 money every turn in tax. Whoops.
Oopsies.
Why can't we have like, I don't know.
But yeah, Antonio, you have 2. Are you going to spend all of it to trade?
Yeah.
If you have 2 dice, you need to roll a 1.
Or a 2.
Or two.
Yeah.
Or an I.
Ah.
You lost your
You're
position!
fired.
You're fired!
Yay! That's good!
So what are you going to do? You have to decide to retire or take your guy back right now. This guy.
I'll take him back.
Okay.
He shall go back to his family in shame.
Yay!
He goes back to his family in
It
shame.
looks like Mel's gonna be the president of Bumbling after all.
So now we go to the governorship of Punjab. Mal again.
I'm gonna invest.
Okay. You have 2 dice.
So I was actually gonna say the president of Bombay was going to live forever despite Mel. And then he got fired.
Yay! Investing!
Yay! Punjab is doing better.
Just look at that.
That 5 trade is really good.
Yeah. If we get 5 things over in Bombay, the trade in Punjab. Actually, Antonio should have only rolled 1 dice because you have -1 because you have 2 up here.
Oh.
Well, we'll just.
Oh, well.
You would have failed anyways. You rolled a 5 and a 6. Yeah.
Madras. That's me. Time for me to not have my infamous kit rolls. Only the lower dice counts, so that's only a failure. So that's even worse than if I rolled.
That's bad!
That's bad.
You can't promote me to president anymore. And now it's my turn.
So you have 2 dice.
Yay.
Everything rests on your shoulders, Bengal.
It all rests on you.
Bad!
5 and a 6, a 5 and a 6, 5 and a 6.
Okay, so I'm the one who's
dead.
getting money from this, I think.
You are fired.
Bad!
So Dad and me still get money, right?
Right now the company is sitting at 0 money. As we go into taxes, so it's 2 that goes to Punjab and Bombay. We forgot to do the governor of Bombay. Is the governor of Bombay going to take an action and make it even harder for Bombay presidency?
I'm not going to take an action now.
Okay, so the 2 money from Bombay, is that going to go to Bombay or to Mal?
Maybe.
The 3 money from Punjab, how is that going to get split up between Punjab and Mal?
May.
Oh boy.
Infinite power!
Well, we can just knock those 2 in there.
Han gets 4. What? It'll be done when it's done. The longer you nag me, the longer it takes for it to be done. So Han gets 4 money for his captains. I get 2 money for my captains.
And then I have that other thing.
Yes. Which means Han gets 1 more for having 2 captains. Yep. And I get
Han gets
1
more
for having
bonus.
riders. Now the company needs to spend money. The company needs to spend 3 money for captains, which means it has to take out a debt.
That's done
Another
2 months for
debt!
that.
Yay!
Now it has to spend 5 for the army, which means it needs to take out a debt.
Yay! Is this what happened to the John Company?
Which means it has 2 money to allocate outward.
Which it has to spend 2 money for debt.
It has to spend 2 for debt, that's right. So it currently is no money.
And then how? And that?
Now we have to pay shareholders. We cannot. So every executive gets fired.
Yay! This is great for me, right?
This is good actually for the company, I think.
Yes, the best thing that could have happened to us.
And it costs 2 extra money to score. Everyone who has more than 1 share loses all but 1. Everyone who has only 1 share loses.
Oh, I lost a point.
So everyone gets their things back.
No!
Wait, so what?
That goes back to your supply.
Oh, it doesn't change the
Okay.
fact that I'm in 2nd place, I don't think.
I may retire. Yeah, I'm gonna spend 3 and no, I can't because that would be 5. So I could spend 4, which I will, to retire to the club. Antonio, you can retire. It costs £2 extra to retire your guy.
Wait, that's horrid.
So are you gonna take him back or are you gonna retire? I'm bouncing your dude.
2 extra to retire?
Yep.
Let's see, think. I have
Will we
that
have
much.
another round?
We don't know yet.
You know what? I think I will retire to the club.
So that's gonna
Probably
cost
not.
you 1,
Probably
2, 3.
next round I'll get
So it's only
13.
3, so I go there.
And if I have an executive, I can get the 5 points.
So there's no guy there. I need to retire this guy, except I have no more money, so he's just gonna come back.
Me and
There's no
Tony
one there.
Probably both are gonna get 13.
Okay. Now we've done all of that. We allocate the remaining money if we have any. We don't have any.
Well, we lose.
The Whitehall Evening Post. Hey, goods are cheap now. We have events in India. So we march 3, 4, 3, 2. I'll just roll that real quick. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a revolt. So that means we're going to be having one die. It's going to break, is what that means. So all of them, everyone's independent. Yay. And this is going to shuffle over. And now attrition.
Attrition!
So 6 up kills the governor of Punjab.
Not dead.
6 up kills the governor of Bombay.
Not dead.
6 up kills ship purchasing. Say when.
When?
Not dead.
Don't shout that loud. 6 up kills goods purchasing.
Woo.
6 up kills military affairs.
Not dead. That ship is dead.
So that was that.
That happened, yes.
Now, war shortages. Ships cost more money to build.
Well,
I don't think we're
Well,
building any
that's
ships.
yeah, I've got my 2 ships. I don't need any more.
So, starting with our former chairman, me, we get to do things. Fuck the company, that's why. Han, what do you want to do with your dudes?
Well, I can put...
We're gonna just whisper and say, Mal, you better put someone into the writers' pool so we can repopulate the governors.
So what I'm doing. I've got a video of it around.
Han, what are you doing?
I'll put people in the writer's pool. Actually, no, wait. I'm not going to put people in the writer's pool. Why would I do that? I'm going to put people in the officer pool. I don't care about the company anymore. I just care about winning.
Oh, that's right. I need to check the potential end condition. Because it's our round 7. So, B, C, D, E. Trying to find where it is. Okay, give me a zoom to page so I can look for the thing I've seen. The game ends at the end of the sixth game turn, so we actually aren't doing all of this.
Wait,
'cause
what?
The game ends.
No! I'm gonna get sick.
So the game ends right there.
No! I was hoping for
So
a
that
round.
horrible thing is the very end of the game, and now we tally up points. So players gain 1 victory point for every share cube.
Only one person has a share cube.
So 1 point for Antonio. Victory points for every mansion. So that's 2 points for Mal, 2 points for Han. We get 3 points for Mal here. We get 2 points for me from there. 2 points for Antonio. 1 point for Han. that everyone's cube on the board? Yes. From here we get 2 points for Han, me, and Antonio. So Han and Antonio go there. I go there.
I get 2 points from that one.
Yeah, so Mal gets 2 points there. So that's our place there. Players lose 2 points for every promise that's held by another player.
And this one.
So
I was 2 points for every promise?
yep.
Oh yeah, you owe me money.
Now that's that.
Wait, does that mean 3 people won?
So now we need to break the tie
With money?
with money.
5 money? 10 money? 5 money.
So that means our winning order is
Han.
Han wins,
Because I was saving up for the
then
5
Mal
pointer.
and Antonio are tied.
For second place.
So Antonio actually beats out because then the victor. Actually, no. So Antonio then has 1, 2, 3. You have 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. Antonio does beat out Mal because of shipyards
Wait.
for the tie breaking. So there's our victory.
I have 4 as well, though. Don't I have this guy right here?
So you two were tied coming out of the company.
Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
So you come to shipyards where you have 1, 2, 3, 1.
Ah, shipyards. That's dumb.
Yeah, it's money, then this for breaking ties. So congratulations, Johannes.
I wasn't trying to win. I wasn't trying to win. I was just trying to get money to do the 5 pointer.
Han won the game.
At the very end, when I realized captains actually gave you money, I went to try to get the 5 pointer, and then this happened.
I would have won if I did not have that promise.
Yes, you would have won, hands down, if you hadn't tried to help the company. You promoted yourself to help the company.
And I only won because I was saving up money.
I have a question, though.
Yeah.
Well, I got those taxes last turn. Could I have immediately paid off my promise?
You could have, but you didn't.
No retroactive.
Yeah. So you could have, but you didn't. So you see why I really like this game, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
I was completely
Now,
surprised.
one thing we didn't do is you can trade promises and money to make verbal agreements binding. So every time we're like, we should promote Mal, we could have been like, hey Mal, I'll promote you if you give me $1.
Oh, wait, why wouldn't you promote me?
Yeah. So I could be like, hey, you could promote Mal here, but you know what? I'll give you a promise if you promote me instead, so I get the kickbacks. And then this is my favorite thing that didn't come into being, but it almost did. It almost cost us the game earlier.
Company failure. If no player shares remains during bailout, the game is over. Players deduct 3 victory points per executive office.
Which would have meant nothing would have changed still.
But I still had a
Wait, that would mean Mal would get a second. If that had happened.
If that happens, Antonio would have had 1 fewer point, and that would have been the effective difference. Everyone would have made crappier points. Antonio would have had 1 fewer, and it would have been Mal in second place. Yeah.
I mean, if I had just known that promises deduct points, I would have taken my promise back and won.
I know.
To be honest, I forgot we had promises.
I didn't know promises deducted points. I thought they just prevent you from having a man.
It says -2 VP on the bottom right of the card.
Okay, Han, go kill the spider on your sister's bed.
I'm scared.
Hey, hey, kid.
Okay, then you'll have to wait till we're done, and then I'll do it. Okay.
I know.
So we need to wrap this up so I can go kill a spider because there's a small spider on someone's bed.
Question, Jet.
Yes.
In a rage of getting third instead of first, may I flip?
Staying away from.
I'm sorry I couldn't hear you because the kids were talking.
In rage of getting third instead of first, may I flip?
Sure.
John Company is dead.
So remember, fuck, all cops are bad even if they ride unicorns. Be gay, do crime.